Partner opens a diamond, we have this hand, and we didn't end up in diamonds. That's already suspicious to me. So 12 boards, declare play only, auctions given to us. We'll take a look at the auction first as usual. That's where every bridge hand starts. And just get a feel for kind of what we've shown. It's always important to understand what the opponents know about your hand as well when you're playing declare. You can't just look at the auction and say, we're in 3 no trump. Sometimes it's important to make discarding decisions based on what information the opponents have about our hand. Also, I like to just kind of look through the auction, give some thoughts on it. You know, I know that's not everyone's favorite part of these declare play things. They don't like to, or they don't really care about the auction to get to the contract, but I do still like to talk about bidding a little bit on the way here. So partner opens a spade. We have an 18 count. I think when partner opens a spade, especially in the style with the robots, where they tend to be a little bit more sound in their opening bids, having a good 18 like this, we should never be stopping at 3 no trump. We should always be bidding 4 no trump quantitative at the very least, with 2 nice honors, and well, if you count the 10 as an honor, but 2 nice cards in partner suit for support, a good 5-card suit of our own. Basically all of our honors are working. I mean, king, jack, third of diamonds isn't the greatest holding, but it's still pretty nice. The 10 of hearts could come into play. So with nothing else considered, not even thinking about all of the bids that have taken place, I think signing off in 3 no trump is a huge mistake on our end. Anyway, so a spade, we game force with 2 clubs. Partner bid 2 spades, which is just a default rebid. Presumably they're missing a stopper in one of the red suits, or maybe they have a 6th spade. We bid 2 no trump, which looks actually pretty sensible to me. Partner bids 3 clubs. I could definitely see 3 no trump working. I also think that 4 no trump would be a perfectly fine bid at this point. 4 no trump would not be key card in clubs, even if you don't play some form of kickback. You would always confirm clubs as the trump suit by bidding 4 clubs or Q bidding or something before going through key card. So 4 no trump would just be quantitative in this position. I don't know if I would just jump to 4 no. I think it's a fine bid. But most of the time in 2/1, this 2 club bid could encapsulate a lot of hands that are more balanced in style, as opposed to ones where we actually have a long club suit of our own. So I was just thinking that maybe we should go fishing for a potential 6 club contract, which would be reasonable. But I think 4 no is probably okay. One of the things I'd be concerned about in terms of slam investigation with this type of hand is we have very few aces. And so while we might even have 32 highs between our 2 hands, we could be missing 2 aces, which it looks like is almost exactly what's going on here. We're off the ace of diamonds and ace of spades. So, okay, well, we're in 3 no. We get the 10 of diamonds lead. This looks like it could be a somewhat problematic start to the hand. We're gonna have to take a diamond finesse if East wins this trick and returns a diamond. And we might even lose out on the ace of spades as a trick. Okay. This is also probably not great news for us. Because this could mean that West has started with ace 10, 9, 5th of diamonds, and East has the spade ace. It's possible East has played the queen of diamonds from ace queen third. I don't think it's particularly likely. Well, so first question, could diamonds be 6-2 with West having ace 10, 9, 6th? I think it's possible. West never really had a chance to preempt in diamonds, and jumping to 3 diamonds over 2 clubs might be a little bit too much if West has a balanced hand type. So it's possible the right play is to play low here. I just think it's very unlikely that East would play the queen of diamonds from ace queen third. In this position. Although, it's possible. It wouldn't be a very human play, but I guess our robot adversaries could do that. So, like, my main concern is trying to knock out the spade ace. Now, obviously, if West has both aces, we want to win the diamond king. And I think that's probably a good enough reason to win the king of diamonds immediately, is that West could just have both aces. Yeah, it's a little bit too much of a position to play low. I mean, it really only gains against 6-2 diamonds in the one specific instance, and East would need to have the spade ace. So we'll definitely win the king of diamonds. I think my plan then is going to be to run 5 clubs, and potentially even take 3 rounds of hearts before exiting a spade. But we'll have to see what discards the opponents make as we run the club suit. I don't believe I want to play a spade at trick 2, have East win, and then they cash 4 diamonds. We're just going to go down in a contract that I don't think there's a lot of risk in running 5 clubs first. So let's start with that. All right, clubs have split, which is good news for us. West pitches a heart and a spade. Discouraging spade. East pitches what looks like an encouraging heart, but we get another heart discard from West, and East now pitches a spade. So it seems safe to cash 3 hearts now. Hopefully no one has started with a 5-card heart suit. Or if they did, it was West, who has pitched 2 hearts. And as long as I can cash 3 hearts, I'm gonna end up. Oh, whoops! I clicked timeout. I definitely wanted to ban. There we go. Have banned people who are coming in to advertise their stuff and stream. So I think. I think it's always going to be best for us to cash 3 hearts. You might think, well, okay, like after we cash 3 hearts, we don't have an entry to the long spade, so they can just duck 1 round of spades. But the thing is, they kind of get end played by winning the second spade. They'll either have to give us an entry to the long spade, or they're going to have to lead a diamond for us, potentially picking up the jack of diamonds. So let's take 3 rounds of hearts, ending in dummy. And now we can lead a spade. Unfortunately, East does well hopping up with the ace, returns a diamond. Doesn't really matter what we do on this trick, I guess. So we'll play the jack. And West did start with ace 10 9, 5th of diamonds. So we were almost in the world where we were supposed to duck trick 1. East would win the queen of diamonds and continue the suit. And I guess if West mistakenly takes the ace of diamonds on the second round of the suit, then they will end up giving up a trick. We could have made 4. But obviously if it goes diamond to the queen duck, the diamond back, and we stick in the jack, West will have this decision to make. And if they decide to play low, then we would still take the same 9 tricks. But yeah, we did avoid the pitfall of playing spades at trick 2 to try and set up the suit. We kind of worked out that it was always going to be safe to run clubs first and then kind of strip the opponent's hearts. before working on spades. So maybe a somewhat flat board, I'm actually not sure. There's definitely some potential for some swings on that one based on the way the first couple of tricks go. But happy we got a plus score. On to board 2. East opens 2 spades. We overcall 3 hearts. This is not the bid that we should be making, but here we are. I mean, I think I would just pass. I am okay with people who want to double. I know that Craig and I have talked quite a bit about these preamps and overcalling in 5-card suits, where it tends to be the case that you no longer are safe when you have an 8-card fit. Very frequently, the trump suit is going to split 4-1, and especially if you're the one that's short in the opponent's suit, as we are here, we're short in spades, our hand's going to get tapped at trick 3, we're going to have to ruff, and then when the trumps split 4-1, we're out of trumps. So the opponents can get in and run a bunch of spades, for example. So I think if we had a 6th heart, 3 hearts would be a pretty automatic overcall. With just the 5-card suit, oftentimes making a takeout double if we think our hand is worthwhile will get us to a 5-4 heart fit, which would be okay. It at least conveys our values. Maybe we get to 3 no trump, which could be a good contract. But I think just passing 2 spades also makes some sense. Maybe partner's able to balance, for example, and then we can show our hand a little bit later in the auction. So we get to 4 hearts. Partner bid 3 spades, of course, showing support, and we decide to sign off in 4 hearts. Our hand is pretty bad. And I completely understand partner's problem. They're sitting here with no spade stopper, but they have enough values to game force after our overcall, so they felt obligated to treat this as a hand with some heart support. I tend to agree with their decision. I mean, I think you first bid 3 spades, and if partner bids 3 no, you're happy, you can pass. Queen doubleton of spades might provide an extra stopper, in fact. But when partner doesn't bid 3 no, you just pass 4 hearts and hope that it plays well. Spade opening lead. So we have 2 spades to lose, and then we have some decisions to make, I guess. This might not be a very complicated hand. I think as long as hearts are 4-2 or better, we can effectively just lose 2 spades, ruff the 3rd round of spades and dummy, cross back to our hand after unblocking the heart ace and knock out the heart king, but we'll see what happens. So spade goes around to East Jack. East cashes the king of spades, and then switches to the 10 of clubs. I don't think I can do anything about 5-1 hearts. Because West still has a spade in their hand. I do believe the king of hearts is onside. So I guess it's probably safe to try a heart finesse. But also probably completely unnecessary. Like, there's no way East would have preempted 2 spades with ace, king, jack of spades and the king of hearts. They would just open a spade in first seat. 10 or fewer high card points even on the card. So I guess it's safe to take a heart finesse, use the king of diamonds to get back to hand and try and pull trumps. Probably not going to be much else to the play on this one. Okay, hearts have split, so I think we're in good shape now. 620, we can just pull the last trumps. All right, board 3. We have opened a diamond on the very rare 4-4-3-2 shape. which only happens about 3% of the time. West overcalls a spade, and our partner makes a preemptive 3 diamond raise. This is not how we wanted the auction to go. I mean, normally partner's gonna have a 5-card suit for this because they expect us to have 4 for our 1 diamond opener. So we could easily be at the 3 level in a 5-3 fit. And we have a ton of values in the opponent's suit, which is not good for us either. So we pass that out. Yeah, I've seen the robots do this all the time. No one likes it when they jump to 3 of a minor. They do it with all the wrong types of hands. Like, this is a perfectly fine 2 diamond bid. You have support and you have values, right? The 3 diamond preempt should be specifically saved for hands that are preemptive or unusual in some way, like a lot of distribution. You know, maybe a spade void. Maybe partner is like 0, 3, 6, 4 in shape. Then you could bid 3 diamonds with a 6 or 7 count and figure that it's okay still. So king of clubs lead, king from ace king. So West probably has both of those cards. We have a lot of options, but let's see what happens on the first few tricks. So king of clubs holds trick 1. Ace of clubs at trick 2. West probably continues clubs. Okay. I think it's pretty likely that West has almost all of the missing cards. I really wish I knew where the diamond ace was. If East has the ace of diamonds... Yeah, we have a little bit of a decision to make right now. I mean, what I want to do is I want to lose only 1 trick in the major suits. And it might look somewhat normal to pitch a spade here and think, well, if we can pull trumps and then hearts are 3-3, or maybe I can pick up, say, a king doubleton of hearts with West, I can take 4 rounds of hearts pitching a spade loser from North's hand. But I think equally effective would be if I can get to my hand in diamonds and lead a low spade. West is going to be in this little bind where if they take the king of spades, now I actually have 2 spade pitches for the hearts in North's hand. And if they duck the king of spades, then I don't lose a spade trick. So I think I like that plan a little bit better. The only issue is if East has the diamond ace, they can kind of like kill my chances to do this as long as they defend accurately. There's also a little concern about 6-1 spades. Like if I don't pull all the trumps and it turns out that West has king 6 of spades, I lead a spade up to the jack, West wins, and then gives their partner spade rough, and then a heart comes through. that would be really bad. There are some complications to work through, right? Let's pick a hand just so that we can see what some of the issues are. Let's say spades even are 5-2, and West has the diamond ace. Well, if I pitch a heart right now, and I lead a diamond to the queen, let's say it holds this trick. Now what's my plan? I mean, I said my plan was going to be to lead a spade up to the jack, so suppose I do that, West wins the king, and then continues the spade suit. Okay? So I win the jack of spades in North's hand. And now I lead another diamond to the jack, West wins, and plays yet another spade. Well, I have to pitch a heart because my plan is to use 2 spades to pitch 2 hearts, but now East is going to ruff. And if instead I'd ruffed with the king of diamonds, I mean, that would be even worse. I've promoted a trump trick for East. So maybe this plan ultimately doesn't actually work to discard a heart. And instead I should pitch a spade and hope that the heart suit actually provides discards for the spades. Okay. I guess that's going to be the plan. I mean, I guess I could pitch a heart and lead the king of diamonds on the next round. Or on the first round of the diamond suit. That feels weird to me, but I could do that. Pitch a heart, king of diamonds. If it wins, I play a diamond to the queen. And now I'm kind of ahead on the tempo. Okay, I'm back to thinking that maybe this is the plan again. I don't know. I've spent a long time thinking about it. It feels like basically every plan is close. I suspect the field is definitely going to see hearts, see that they can pitch a spade loser, and play for this plan. And I think I have a slightly better idea than them by trying to use spades, so I think I'm going to go for that. Alright, let's give it a try. East wins. Okay, but East plays a spade throw, which is good. Because now the ace of hearts is protected. Spades have split. Diamonds have also split. King of hearts was offside. Yeah, so East needed to win the ace of diamonds and switch to hearts, which is... I don't know if I blame them. I mean, this... like, certainly if Declare at the table thought for like 15 minutes or something and came up with this plan, then maybe. But, yeah, it's... I mean, East is just kind of following orders, right? Partner overcalled a spade, so East got in and switched to spades. But they didn't really pause to think about why Declare had pitched a heart rather than a spade on the queen of clubs. So plus 110 feels like a pretty good result. On to board 4. 2 passes around to East, who opens 4 hearts. We decide to double. I think this is one of the rare exceptions where I would say overcalling a 5-card suit is probably, like a 5-card major suit, tends to be actually pretty positive. Is specifically over the 4-heart opener. You know, you might think it's weird, right, that I would advocate for having an auction go 4 hearts, 4 spades when you only have 5, but if it was like a 2-heart opener, overcalling 2 spades should show 6. That sounds strange, right? But I think there's a lot of merit to it in that it frees up the double for hands that don't have 5 spades. And so then you can find your 5 of a minor fits, you can end up defending 4 hearts doubled, or at least your partner will know when they have a 3-card spade suit that there's no reason to look for a 5-3 spade fit. So anyway, I mean, here I think I would bid 4 spades with South. I think double's okay as well. Both of these bids make a lot of sense to me, but yeah, either or feels about right. We're in 5 clubs though. Partner bid 4 no trump, asking for a minor suit. We picked our cheapest minor with equal length. 5 clubs, here we are. Ace of diamonds lead. Looks like we might have missed out on a good spade game, but we'll have to see how the defense goes. I mean, Gibb is known for just leading a bunch of random aces, so I think it's actually pretty likely East has a singleton or void in diamonds. We'll have to see. Nope. They do not. I think I've seen Gib preempt on 7-card suits like once. I mean, at the 4 level. So I guess it's possible East is like 7-4, 2-0, and has preempted 4 hearts. But I think it's much more likely they have 8 hearts or more. I'm just thinking, like, if I pull 1 round of trumps and clubs are 3-1, then I can just claim. I'm just wondering if it's safer to rough the 10 of hearts with the 10 of clubs first, in case West has 4 clubs. Because if I play a club to the ace and West turns up with 4 clubs, I'm short tricks if the spades don't split. I mean, I guess only if spades are 5-0 as well, because otherwise I could rough the 4th round of spades and use the jack of diamonds as an entry, but I'm just trying to be as careful as possible. So my only concern is, can East really have jack 4th of clubs? I mean, I guess if East has jack 4th of clubs, there's probably nothing I can do about it. No, there is. Spades could be 4-1. Yeah, I could pull 4 rounds of trumps and then go ace, king, queen of spades, spade rough. So East would need 2 diamonds, 4 clubs, and 7 hearts and 0 spades. West would have had to lead the ace of diamonds from like ace doubleton, or ace third, I guess, instead of the jack of spades from jack 10, 9, 5. I don't think that's possible. I'm just going to rough a heart with the 10 of clubs. Cash the club ace. As long as West follows, we can claim. 620. Ace of diamonds from ace third, of course. I mean, what else would you lead from West's hand? Difficult to reach the slam on that one. I mean, I'm not convinced it's a good slam on board 4, but it is one that happens to make. It looks like clubs is probably the best slam to end up in. All right, board 5. Pass to us. We open 2 no trump in 3rd seat. We have 21. We have a really good 21. I mean, despite ace, king, queen, 3rd, which is a pretty bad holding, the rest of our hand is just amazing. Good 5-card heart suit. We have all aces and kings. All of our honors are working. This hand is far too good for a 2-no opener. We should just be opening 2 clubs for sure, and then treat this as like balanced 22 to 24, depending on what our range is. Partner, Texas transfers to spades is a passed hand. We kind of know why partner didn't open 2 spades, though. They're missing all of the top honors. So maybe this is not that surprising to us. We bid 4 spades, all pass. Heart lead. Oh, well, that's exciting. I mean, this is not going to be very exciting from a declare play perspective, but it is exciting from a hand perspective. Partner decided to, I guess, not go through Smolin and then delayed Texas, or maybe the robots don't do that. We could have ended up in our 5-4 heart fid instead. Looks like it's not going to matter much. We can just pull trumps. We're eventually going to lose a club. One of the clubs goes away on the long heart. So I think I'm just going to claim. There's no real hope at any sort of interesting squeeze happening, I don't think. Yeah, I'm thinking about, is there a way that I can get into a position where some opponent's going to have to guess? And I don't think it's too likely. Like if East has the king, queen, jack of diamonds and the ace of clubs, maybe, but I just don't have the entries. Like if I was able to, for example, run all of the hearts before I ran the spades, this is one of the reasons actually why ace, king, queen, third is a pretty bad holding. The spade suit's blocked. If I was able to run the hearts and discard a club before running the spade suit, then there's probably not a great chance of a squeeze. Well, there's essentially no chance of a legitimate squeeze working. But one opponent could get a little bit scared and might discard the ace of clubs, I guess, if they're worried and hold on to their diamond suit in some way. But I can't do that. So to actually squeeze, I mean, I would have to run the spades first and then cross back to my hand in hearts, but I will have already pitched the king of clubs, for example, on the long spades for the squeeze to happen. I'm just going to take 12 tricks. Pull the last few trumps. So 680. I did not see an end position worth playing the hand out for. Board 6. East passes. So we open a spade. We have a pretty good hand. 15, singleton club, lots of aces, good spot cards in the heart suit. 2 clubs by our left-hand opponent, 3 clubs by partner. I think 4 spades is a little bit conservative. We have controls in every suit. We have nothing wasted in the opponent's club suit. The jack of spades could actually be a good card if partner has like king third and the suit splits badly against us. A lot of bidding room has been eaten up, but I think I would try for a slam here somehow. Like, maybe the way to do it would be to bid 3 hearts, which is going to look to partner like a game try with hearts. And then when partner signs off in 3 spades, we can bid 4 spades to say, I have some heart stuff and I'm interested in spade slam, but, you know, not willing to just bid key card myself. And of course, if we bid 3 hearts and partner accepts and bids 4 spades or something, or better yet for us, Q bids 4 clubs or Q bids 4 diamonds, then we're kind of in business. We can start Q bidding, look for aces, and maybe get to a decent slam. Anyway, we get to 4 spades. Partner's hand is kind of complete trash. But we get the ace of clubs lead. All right, let's see what West does at trick 2. They switch to hearts, which is actually good news for us. There was a little bit of a concern that hearts could be 4-1, more likely with West having the singleton. So at least this is going to pick up the heart suit for us. Let's pull around to trumps and just make sure that that suit is splitting well. Okay, so we have once again no real chance at a squeeze. Our entry situation is a little bit messed up. I mean, obviously we can't take a club finesse. We would probably want to, given the 2 club overcall, but we don't have one in hand. Like, in theory, if we play off 3 hearts and 4 rounds of spades, West holding on to the king of diamonds and the queen of clubs will have to abandon one of those cards, but we don't have any entries to dummy at that point. And if we run our spades first, we have to decide whether to unguard diamonds or clubs before West does. So I still think it's probably worth trying. I mean, on a good day, West will turn up with all of the King, Jack, 10 of diamonds, and then our 9 of diamonds is actually a threat card, and the squeeze will function. But there doesn't seem to be any cost to running spades before cashing all of the hearts, so let's go for it. And the squeeze will happen automatically. So if the Queen of Clubs hasn't fallen, then we just have to play the Queen of Diamonds to the Ace and hope our 9 of Diamonds is good. Unfortunately, this time, West came down to singleton King of Diamonds, East had the Jack 10. So we just had 11 tricks from the start. Not much to the play. All right, 6 boards to go. We're halfway done. We get to 4 spades. Well, I kind of like the auction, just from a first glance. We open a diamond, partner bids 3-no, which is just showing a balanced hand, and we bid 4 spades to say, presumably, that we're 6-5. I mean, if we were 6-4 with sufficient extras, we probably wouldn't bid 4 spades, I think is the point. So 4 spades should just be like a minimum, because partners game forced. If we had like an 18 count with 6 diamonds and 4 spades, well, I actually don't know what we're supposed to do. I don't like these 3 no trump bids. This is why everyone just plays 2 clubs as the balanced game force, because you just don't get enough room to explore. But anyway, so 4 spades, I mean, we're happy to have showed the long spade suit. Partner passes, fortunately for us, with 3-card support. Well, probably not much to play on this one. We are going to pull as many trumps as we can, so win the club ace and go aces, spades, spade. Hope to prevent any diamond ruffs, if they were even coming. And eventually knock out the diamond ace. So we're either going to make this if the trumps split, or we might end up going down 1 if they don't. Wonderful. All right. Well, at this point, the opponents get the ace of diamonds and 2 more natural trump tricks. So we are down 1, unfortunately. Not much to the play, unfortunate, but I think we got to a reasonable spot. It does look as if 3 no trump probably has no play, although it could be conditional on what the opponent's lead. I mean, obviously on a club lead we'll make it, on a spade lead we'll make it, on a diamond lead we'll make it, but East is definitely going to get off to a heart lead from Queen Jack 9 7th. Board 8. Pass by West. Partner opens a club. 1 spade by East. We bid 2 hearts. Looks good so far. We have an 11 count. We're not really planning to game force. We just want to bid 2 hearts followed by 3 hearts to show a long heart suit with some values. 2 spades by West. Our partner bids 3 spades. I would say at match points there might be a little bit of a decision to make over this 3 spade bid. But no, I think I do tend to agree that 4 hearts is probably the way to go. I'm just looking at the singleton club opposite partner's long club suit and thinking that maybe 3 no trump has some merit. Like if partner has queen doubleton of hearts, 3 no trump is probably a fine place to play. But if partner has like a small singleton heart, they're like 2-1 4-6, and they've just bid 3 spades because they have values and nothing else to do, then obviously we would prefer to play in the heart suit. Okay, so we bid 4 hearts, ending the auction. Partner has... I don't understand what 3 spades is, but we're here. What was 3 spades again? So this should show extras. They say 13 to 21 high. I don't think 13 to 21 is accurate. Remember, our 2 heart bid is only like 10 plus points. We just have some values and some hearts, but we're not really game forcing. The 3 spade bid shows enough to game force. Opposite our 2 heart call, and partner just doesn't have anything. I mean, they have nice minor suits. Ace king, ace queen is good. Still, we would have done something with our hand over 2 spades if they'd passed it back around to us. They don't need to force us into a game for no reason. Queen of spades lead. So spades are 5-3. East overcalled, west raised. Looks like we can ruff a spade in the dummy. Have to decide if we'll take the heart finesse. I think we probably should. And then it's probably just going to come down to, is the diamond hook working? We can pitch a diamond on the long club, or the ace king of clubs. Yeah, I mean, saw this coming. This is definitely a way to defend. So if we try the heart finesse and it loses, West can win and return another trump. We don't get to ruff our spade. Which would probably be okay if the diamond king is onside, because then we should be able to set up the 5th club if that suit splits 4-3. Right? We go jack of hearts, West wins, they play back a heart, we win, we go pull the last trump, ace king of clubs, club ruff, diamond to the queen, hopefully holding, club ruff, diamond to the ace, and then we have a club to pitch our spade loser. I mean, it's pretty unlikely the diamond hook wins, though, so I don't like that plan, which kind of means if I want to take the heart finesse, it's because I believe East has the heart queen. I mean, what do we know about honors? East has the spade ace, West has the spade queen jack. Cool. Helpful, I guess. Is there any way I can pick up the queen of hearts on side if I play the ace right now? I go ace of hearts, ace king of clubs, pitching a diamond, club ruff, king of spades, spade ruff, club ruff, diamond to the queen, club ruff, diamond to the ace, but at this point East will be out of diamonds. Yeah, so there's no trump coup that's actually going to work if I decide to fly ace of hearts right now. Okay. I guess I'm going to play the ace of hearts. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. New idea. I think I can set up the 5th round of clubs on this line, right? I go ace of hearts, club to the ace, I don't cash the club king, I ruff a club. King of spades, spade ruff, club ruff. King of hearts, heart. Pulling trumps. And dummy's basically high. I don't need the diamond finesse as long as the clubs are 4-3. Yeah, this seems like a better plan. I hadn't even considered that. Okay, I like this idea. It could be bad if hearts are 4-1, right? It's going to be pretty bad if hearts are 4-1. Because I'm like effectively tapping myself out. I don't get to pull all of the trumps, and West will score extra trump tricks. So like alternatively, I could just give up on pitching a second diamond, take the diamond finesse, and knock out the queen of hearts. I would make 4. Whereas this plan, I could end up going down. That's okay. I've gone down before. Now that I've seen this possibility, I think I like this plan. On normal splits in the club and heart suit, I'm going to end up taking 11 tricks on this line, which will beat out the field. Okay, let's do it. Club to the ace. Club ruff. King of spades. Spade ruff. Club. Okay. Now as long as everyone follows. No! Hearts are 4-1. I hate this. Why do hearts have to be 4-1? Man. Yeah, I'm just down. And I'm probably down multiple. Oh yeah, this is just terrible. Alright, well, we took the right line of play, but unfortunately the right line of play doesn't always work out for you. So I have a pretty confident feeling that we're going to get a 0, but it never feels good to take the right line and get a 0. That's okay. Minus 50. I like our plan. On to board 9. Partner opens a diamond. We have this hand and we didn't end up in diamonds. That's already suspicious to me. East doubles. We bid 1 spade. Okay. I wonder if we should start with redouble. You know, normally they say if you're very distributional over the opponent's takeout double, it tends to be better to just start bidding your suits, because otherwise it's going to be pretty difficult for you to show these types of hands. There are a lot of options for what bid South could make over the double. I mean, for one thing, we could bid 2-no to show limit raise in diamonds directly, which I think also has some merit. Like at imps, I think that's probably the thing to do. But 1 spade's fine. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think redouble's also a fine bid, although you're going to have a lot of catch-up to do. So West bids 2 hearts, showing some values in hearts. No surprise to us. Pass, pass, back to us. We balance with 3 hearts. I really don't like this bid. We do have a lot of offense, but for one thing, we know we don't have a spade fit, right? And ace-queen fifth of spades is going to play a lot different in a 5-2 fit or 5-1 fit than it would in a 5-3. Like if partner has a small doubleton spade, sure, we have no spade losers. The spade hook is likely working through the takeout doubler, but we're not going to be running the suit for 5 tricks. Whereas ace-queen fifth opposite king third, we might, and ace-queen fifth opposite, you know, small doubleton is still only 2 tricks. So yeah, I'm not convinced I like the 3-heart bid. I think I would just bid 3 diamonds at this point. We've showed our hand. We have diamonds and spades. And not game forcing. We're just invitational. The 3-heart bid is game forcing, which is not really what we want to show, but it's okay. You know, maybe we've overstated our values a little bit. Partner bids 3-no. 4 spades is a huge mistake. We should definitely be betting 4 diamonds. We haven't even showed diamonds, although somehow they believe that 3 hearts showed diamond support. I'm not sure why that's the case. But either way, we have so many diamonds that we really want to convey to our partner that we have a lot of diamonds. We aren't looking to play 4 spades. We know we don't have a spade fit. So yeah, I mean, this 1 spade, 3 hearts, 4 spade auction really sounds like we have a single suited hand with long spades, and that's not what we have. All right, we're here. We get the queen of hearts lead, and what do you know? We appear to have a heart loser, a club loser, and probably a spade loser, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Queen of Hearts holds trick 1. Jack of Hearts at trick 2. I don't really think it matters what I play on this trick. Actually, I didn't even pause to think. I was probably supposed to cover trick 1. I mean, East could have a diamond void. Maybe I played a little too quickly. I don't know. I spent so long talking about the auction that I probably should have spent a little time at trick 1 thinking about the play. All right, so we've covered East plays the Ace of Hearts. I will ruff, I guess. And I really don't think there's going to be much to the play of the hand. We pull as many trumps as we can. Hopefully the diamond suit runs. Spades have split. You started with 3 spades. I might hook East for the diamond queen. Let me just think about distributions where East has a diamond void now. Like, how can they have a diamond void? They've turned up with no spade honors, right? West is the one who turned up with the Jack of Spades. They have just the Ace of Hearts because West turned up with the Queen Jack. They could have Ace, Queen, Jack of Clubs, but I mean, that's like an 11 count. I don't think they can have a power double with a long club suit, so they can't really be 3, 4, 0, 6 in shape. I think East has to have at least 1 diamond, unless there's some sort of shape that I'm not really seeing. No, that has to be right. So I think it's possible that East is like 3, 3, 3, 4 in shape. So let's play diamond to the ace. All right, East had singleton queen. Oh, whoops, I have a club loser. 450. Yeah, so East is 3, 4, 1, 5, but that was basically the most extreme they could be. On to board 10. 3 boards to go. We are playing 4 spades an awful lot today. Pass by East. We open 1 spade with our 10 count. I mean, I like it. I think it's a good bid, but I just don't really see the robots making these bids that often. Partner bids 2 clubs, game forcing. This is no surprise when you open much lighter than your system would anticipate. Your partner's going to game force an awful lot. 2 diamonds by S. I'm actually not that familiar with what you're supposed to do with this type of hand when you have 6 spades and 4 diamonds. If you're playing this, I'm going to call it a garbage style. Hopefully Craig is watching right now so that he can yell at me. But I think it's complete trash to not be able to show a 6-card major suit once your partner is 2 overwhelmed. I think you're just missing out on finding your fits if you can't do that. So like, to me, bidding 2 spades showing 6 would be nice, but when 2 spades here is just like your default response, I guess you are supposed to bid 2 diamonds. Fortunately, this time we find a 9-card spade fit. Our hand decides to make this fast arrival jump to 4 spades. Again, I think just in general, a big mistake. You should remove this from your arsenal. Like, never make these fast arrival bids ever. It just takes up way too much room. Like here, we have 1 key card, the trump queen. We have an extra spade. We have distribution. And we have a big honor in partner's club suit. So if partner has a hand that's like king third, 3 small, like ace, doubleton, and ace, queen, jack, 5th, now we're just cold for 6 spades. Partner has, what is that, a 14 count? So we could find a cold slam on 24 highs just because we have the right kind of shape and honor structure in our hand. Anyway, so I don't like the 4 spade bid, but we can get past it. We get the spade opening lead. A little unusual on an auction like this. You would expect them to either lead 4th suit. Was there a 4th suit? Yeah, hearts. Or maybe just pick from one of the other suits that seems sensible to try and set up tricks, but they lead a trump. I guess sometimes that's going to indicate that West has good diamonds over here. They're trying to prevent diamond roughs in the dummy. Well, if the diamond ace is on side, I can get a diamond rough at least. Let's play low, trick one, see if East produces the jack or not. Nope. I have to decide if I'm going to lead a diamond up now or if I'm going to take a club discard on the ace king of hearts. I think I want to play a diamond now. The worrisome thing is if East has the diamond ace, West is likely to have the club ace, and I'm just instantly down one. But I think I get the trick back. Maybe. A little unclear. There's actually a little bit of complication to this hand, to how to best manage when things go badly. Because unless I get very lucky, such as the queen of diamonds falls in 3 rounds, I only get to rough 1 diamond ever. I mean, if ever. So I'm gonna need to pitch a diamond on the ace king of hearts anyway, which means taking the club finesse probably doesn't cost. I think I'm just gonna lead a diamond now. I like my inference about West having long diamonds or good diamonds for the trump lead, so hopefully they have the ace. Great. This is exactly what we were hoping for. Not really. It's still possible West has good diamonds, but they just include like the queen 10, for example. Jack of clubs comes through. I think West has 3 spades, for what it's worth, the opening spade lead. So I'm gonna try and prevent West from getting on lead as much as possible. Which means I guess I'm gonna play low. Yep, there's another trump. Hey, Shift. Good evening. How goes the bot crashing? I mean, it's not great. I mean, definitely not great. East has hearts guarded. This whole plan of like trying to squeeze an opponent isn't going to work. Unless I miss, hold on. We've seen the jack of clubs, the ace of clubs, the 10 of clubs, the queen of, West has the queen of clubs and the queen of diamonds, and East has all this, there's no squeeze. Oh well. Down 2. So was there anything I could do about that? I don't think so, but unclear. Yeah, well defended. I mean, they just randomly lead a trump at trick 1, which sometimes works out for them. Yeah, I don't think there was anything I could have done. Sometimes they accidentally fall into good defense. 3 hearts. Board 11. We have opened 2 hearts. This is a really bad hand. First seat, not vulnerable. Probably like a very minimum. Partner raises us to 3 hearts. I would expect to go down about 2. We get the Queen of Diamonds lead. Neither opponent bid. It's kind of interesting. We have 17 combined highs and no one did anything. Pretty likely that everything splits then. I mean, one of them has 5 spades, never took a call, and probably has short hearts. I don't know. We'll see what happens on the first few tricks. Queen of Diamonds holds trick 1. Yeah, I see your Baylor emotes again. Congrats on the gift sub. I mean, I'll rough with the 8. Okay. So, generally in these balancing situations, or in these situations where the opponents probably should have bid and didn't, it tends to be that if you need to place someone with shortness, it's more likely to be the person who didn't have like the cheaper call available. So I guess that would be East is more likely to have heart shortness than West, because West could have bid at the 2 level, and West also had a possibility of balancing, which doesn't really help us. But I guess that means I kind of want to play... I actually have... We have some problems, right? I need to lead clubs up twice, but I don't have a lot of hand entries. Maybe I need to lead a club to the jack right now. It risks a heart ruff. So a problem is, let's say I play the ace of hearts and then I unblock the ace king of spades and exit a trump. If West started with king, queen, third of hearts, they can cash 2 hearts, play a diamond. I ruff, I lead a club, but then I get stuck in dummy. I mean, if trumps are 2-2, I can take this approach. I could... Yeah, I think I probably have to lead a club up now. I just need to decide if I should be playing a club to the jack or a club to the king. Because if I go club to the jack and East wins like Queen Doubleton and it goes club, club ruff, now I'm going to feel really bad. Again, I'm pretty sure the field line of play is like ace of hearts, ace king of spades, heart from here. So... I could end up losing to the field, which is often something I try to avoid in declare play. I would like to do at least as well as them and just give myself a small extra chance to perform a little bit better. Like, there's a pretty strong indication West has a club ace, East has turned up with the ace king of diamonds and never took a call. All right, I'm gonna play club to the jack. Cool. Whoa, hello? Okay. East had king, queen, doubleton of hearts. Whew. Crisis avoided. So even though we probably did worse than the field, it ends up not costing us because East had the miracle king, queen, doubleton of hearts, so they would have ruffed with a natural trump trick. They still should have ruffed. Their partner could have had jack doubleton. So that was a pretty big mistake by them, not ruffing the 3rd round of clubs. But ends up not mattering our choices. Oh no. Last board, and we have a wild one. West opens a club. Take out double by partner. Redouble. We bid 1 heart. We're hoping to get out of danger. I wonder if we should bid 1 diamond with this hand. I don't know. It's tricky. You know, if we're hoping to avoid a penalty, then I kind of like 1 diamond. But in terms of like cluing partner into what our hand looks like in case, you know, in case we're not getting penalized, then 1 heart is probably right. West doubles for penalty. Opponents cannot play undoubled below 2 no trump. I've seen this alert before from robots, and they have frequently passed it out. They'll like pass out 1 spade, which is hilarious to me. So West doesn't lead a trump, which is interesting. Because normally against these low-level double part scores, you want to be leading trumps. I mean, West is pretty likely to have 4 hearts, maybe 5. Like, it's possible West has 5. Let's see what happens at trick 1. I think this is probably a singleton. And I want to know if East is going to put in the jack, or if East is just going to play low on this trick. Okay, they do put in the jack. So that means our diamonds will set up. I mean, eventually, we're going to knock out the king of diamonds. West could get a few diamond roughs. So West didn't lead a high club. Trying to place some honors for the time being. I want to know if the king of spades is likely to be an opener's hand. That's what I'm wondering. Because I think my plan is eventually going to be when they play 3 rounds of clubs, I'm going to pitch a spade from north and hope that they can't end up tapping the north hand. So East has the king jack of diamonds. East has a club honor. Let's give him the king. East probably has a heart honor, although they don't have to. I mean, it's starting to look a little bit more likely that West has something like ace king 4th of hearts for their double, which would give East the king of spades. I mean, mathematically, I guess it's more likely that West has the spade king, because East must have one of the honors, king of spades, ace of hearts, king of hearts, to go with their king jack of diamonds and club honor, and West must have the other 2. But I think auction-wise, it feels pretty close to me. Anyway, so what's my plan? Do I go ace of diamonds, diamond? Do I play a trump at trick 2? And if I play a trump, do I play low to the 9 or low to the queen? Presumably if West has the ace king of hearts and I lead a low trump, they're just going to hop up with... Well, actually, you know what? Now that I'm staring at this for another second, West might just duck a trump and then pull all of the trumps and plan to run the club suit. So maybe I want to do something to prevent that plan. Like if I go ace of diamonds heart, they play low, I win, I knock out the diamond king, but then East plays a trump and they pull 4 rounds of trumps and then run 5 clubs. Okay, I think then I'm going to be pretty content with just letting West ruff a couple of diamonds. So let's win the ace and just play back a diamond. How many tricks am I hoping to take? Ace of diamonds. I'm going to get a heart eventually. I'm going to get hopefully 2 spades if the king is on side. This doesn't look good. Maybe I should rethink this. Maybe I really should pull trumps, just let them run 5 clubs, and hopefully... Let me go back to this plan again. Ace of diamonds, heart. Let's say the queen of hearts holds. I guess that means the king of spades is offside. I then knock out the diamond king. East wins. They pull 3 rounds of trumps. I pitch the 3 of spades, queen of spades, but all of my diamonds are good. So once they're done cashing clubs, I just have a bunch of winners. And if I play a heart up, and East turns up with the heart honor, then the king of spades is on side. All right, I'm into it. Ace of diamonds. Let's lead a trump. Long tank from West low. Long tank from East king. Maybe I should have played a heart to the 9. Why did West not pull the last trump? Why did West not pull the last trump? Hello? I guess it doesn't matter. Now they can pull the last trump. Yep. Okay, so we're down 3, right? I get, or we're down 2? Did I miscount? I guess clubs were 4-4 all along. Weird. 500. We'll take it. It feels like about the best we could have done on that one. King of spades was in the pocket. There wasn't much they could do with our line of play, I don't think. I mean, maybe they could have done a little better. Not entirely clear. How did we end up? 51. We're average. I mean, no surprise on board 8. We just get a 0. That was the one that I kind of feel bad about. You know, again, like when you take a different line of play than the field, sometimes this happens. But a little surprising that most of the boards were flat. Lots of 50%s.